What's up, YouTube? Mike from Mass here. Mass Aquariums. I know you guys must love my intro. Notice anything different out of these two rock structures? You notice how the one on the left is all white and glimmering in the light, and the one on the right is brown from brown algae, from diatoms? Well, I mean, the diatoms are going away. It's new tank syndrome. But it's because I got this guy right here, beautiful Estrella Snail, who does work. I put him on top of this structure a couple days ago from my 40, and he's just going to town. He's doing work. And so that's my video. These guys are freaking out because I haven't fed them yet. They see me, they want to eat. So this video is a quick video on the importance of cleanup crews and replacing your cleanup crews, you know, more often than you might think. And that's what I got today. I got a replacement cleanup crew. So I got everybody soaking in the 40 because the 40 and the 13.5 gallon are the exact same temperature anyway, so we're just going to get them acclimatized. But it is extremely important to replace your cleanup crew in your saltwater reef aquariums. I would say every 6 months. Hermit crabs last a little longer. Heck, I had an Estrella snail last 3 years in my 10-gallon tank. I had one snail, and he was there from the beginning till the end, and then when I got rid of the 10-gallon, I put him in this tank, and he's still alive, moseying around the tank. So, you know, who says they can't live too long? Lights just kicked on both these tanks. I just got home from work to a live aquaria package. Let me see if I got the list here, because I don't feel like reading it off of the bags, because the bags haven't been totally temp acclimatized yet. But the importance of a cleanup crew is, you know, it pays off no matter how much, you know, you think what you can get away with water change and this and that. Having a cleanup crew in a reef tank, and in fact in a planted tank, I think it's look at this guy real quick, my coral hopper, just chilling in the grass, just relaxing. This guy is my favorite fish of all time right here, Mr. T. I called him that when I first got him because of the mohawk. Look at this guy. Let me zoom in. It's an amazing looking fish, amazing personality for a fish. Literally, doesn't have to swim, just hops from coral to coral. Come say hi, come downstairs. Anyway, importance of a cleanup crew. It saves you a lot in the long run. Whether they're cleaning up uneaten food, and I'm not talking about rotting food, I'm talking about the food that hits the bottom that the fish don't eat, algae, detritus. Some cleanup crews will go through detritus like crazy. If you hear that clicking, it's because that's my booster pump making RO. And, oh yes, the line is in the gutter tonight as opposed to all over my floor. Go check out my last video on that one. But cleanup crew is super, super important. I'm going to go over real quick what I love for cleanup crews. I go to Live Aquaria, and if you build your cleanup crew to $79, you get it shipped free. But there's tons to choose from, and I'm going to tell you real quick what I love and what works for me and what I think keeps the tank really looking great. And my number one is Estrella Snails. I bought 40 of them. I'm going to put 30 in this tank and 10 in the 13.5. They clean algae like crazy. On the glass, on your pumps, on your rocks. They're non-stop. One downside is when they can't right themselves. So if they fall over, which, you know, it happens, but it's rare that they fall over and they can't right themselves up, they're going to die. So sometimes I'll walk by a tank, or if I use, you know, my algae scrubber to brush the glass and I knock one off and I notice he can't right himself, I'll flip him over. But that's like, you know, maybe 2 or 3 times a year. Blue-legged hermit crabs, red scarlet hermit crabs are some of my favorites. I try to stay away from turbo snails. While they're great for, you know, destroying green hair algae, Usually they come in like huge, like $half size, and then they just wipe everything out in like a week or two, and then you have literally nothing for them to eat. My experience with them is they're good for one thing, and it's like renting. If you can get them back to the store quickly after they, take care of whatever your problem is. But and then the Nerite snail is also really good. The Tropius snail is good. Those are the 4 I got. I got 2 types of hermit crabs, 3 types of snails, and I'm gonna try a sea urchin, which it's probably pretty tiny. The bags have been blacked out on the bottom, so I haven't really looked. But there's 2 types. There's a pincushion, and then there's another one. I'm not sure vice versa. I'll have to read it. I'll put it in the description if I remember. But one of them will not like graze through your corals and just completely destroy everything like a giant bowling ball in your tank. And that's the one I got. The one that is fairly glass oriented and will not like move and get coral stuck on its spines and walk around and completely destroy your tank. So there'll be a video on that, I'm sure. But so this is the 40 getting ramped up. Bags are getting acclimatized. Kids are upstairs. Wifey took my oldest son to practice and my daughter to a birthday party. So I got the 2 middles, well, 2 and 4 upstairs coloring while I acclimatize and take care of these snails. This light also just ramped up, so everything's not open, but I'm very pleased with this tank so far. Once this algae goes away and I start to fill it with more and more corals, this tank's gonna look sick. I cannot wait. So that's my spiel on cleanup crew. Very important, saves the owner and the maintenance a lot of trouble in the long run, and it's important to replace them in a saltwater tank every 6 months. Snails, hermit crabs, they die. You don't know it, you don't see it, you're just left with random empty shells all over the place, and they don't have a long lifespan to begin with, so you want to replace them up. Oh, here comes Clicky McClick. What's up, Huckleberry? Huh? You come down to help Daddy? Sit. That's a good boy. Who's a good boy? Alright, folks, this is Mike from Mass. I'm out.